After they acquired Julio, the Titans' odds at Caesars Sportsbook jumped dramatically from 35-1 to 30-1. So Vegas likes the deal. A.J. Brown likes the deal, saying, quote, having another dominant guy on the other side, everybody has to be honest. Now you don't know who's going to hold who. I may get CB1 or Julio may get CB1, but whoever gets CB2 is going to be in trouble. It's going to be fun. And it's always fun when we can bring Ryan Clark into the conversation. He joins the party here this morning. And so, RC, you know, the old expression, like, who do you send off the bus first? That's like an old high school football thing, like the biggest, most imposing-looking guy. Well, they got A.J. Brown. They got Julio Jones. They got Derrick Henry. They got the most imposing-looking bus in the history of football. Yeah. What are these Titans now?
Well, they got the most imposing-looking offensive bus. Let's not forget that they can't stop people yet. But when you think about what this team can do from an offensive standpoint, one, they absolutely scare you physically, right? If you're a DB, if you're a safety, if you're a nickelback, and you understand the type of physicality that you'll be facing from this offense, you already know that Friday is going to have to be no shirt Friday, and you're going to have to get the curls for the girls and get some triceps done so you can see yourself look swole in the mirror, just so you walk into the stadium with some confidence. But then it comes the actual play on the field. Like, who do you double? Where do you send the safety to? How many people do you have in the box to stop Derrick Henry? You thought this team was prolific and Ryan Tannehill was prolific in play action pass before. This just takes it to another level. This will be a team that will be difficult to scheme, but impossible to truly stop. And this is a huge move. But is this team a receiver away from a Super Bowl? I'm just not sure.
Well, so let's analyze that a little more, Teddy. Now you're going out there. You break the huddle and you're walking out and you're looking, and they've got Derrick Henry behind the quarterback and they have those two guys on the outside. What are you thinking as you're walking up to the line of scrimmage?
You want to get off the field as quick as possible. I'll tell you that, because in terms of tackling, that's what your coach is going to stress all week, is tackling, because those are three of the toughest tackles in the league. I mean, A.J. Brown is one of the toughest receivers in the league to tackle, period. And then Derrick Henry, you add another physical beast in Julio Jones. And off of what RC said, this defense, as much as you think that it's the weak link, this makes them better in terms of if Julio is able to make an explosive play or two to keep the chains moving. I mean, that time of possession is a weapon that the Tennessee Titans know they have to have in their back pocket in terms of keeping that subpar defense off the field. So a defense now realizes, okay, we just got to make one or two plays again, get us a couple turnovers and get it back to our offense because they're eating up the clock. That's how this team can be successful and compete to be one of the upper echelon teams in the AFC, but it has to be complementary. That defense, they can't be stopping people on the field all day long. And the offense, 3 and outs, that's as bad as it gets for them. So eating up the time of possession, and that's how the defense will succeed.
Well, Nick, I mean, you know how it is. People will look at the name. Julio Jones is a much bigger name than Corey Davis is, and rightly so. Over the course of his career, he's been unbelievable. So they will look at this and they will say, the Titans are now a legit Super Bowl contender. When they say that, Domonique, what will you say?
Yeah, I mean, I think I have to go back to Ryan's point. They brought in Bud Dupree, who I think is a decent pass rusher, but it doesn't change their pass rush, and they're going to be relying on Caleb Farley, who has a really ugly injury history and is a rookie this year, to be a true number one corner across from Janoris Jenkins, who is as good as any corner in the league when he's playing well, but is also a problem at times. So I think that would be where my concern is. And if I'm walking up to the line of scrimmage on first downs from a defensive perspective, what I'm going to say is to guys like Teddy is y'all gonna have to stop the run with 6. Because I'm going to need both of these safeties over top of these here receivers. So I'm sorry, Mr. Bruschi. It's going to be a long day for you in the box. But 6 yards, 7 yards, 10 yards is a lot different than 60 or 50. So I'm going to need you to bow up a little bit, do them extra curls on Friday, put some Vaseline on, hold your breath so you look
yes,
big,
sir.
and take care of business in the box.
Get a horse collar.
I need RC. I need RC over me. I don't need RC down there with you.
Go ahead, Teddy.
That conversation continues. It's like, but wait a second. How about Derrick Henry? We got this beast back there in the backfield. I need that safety. I need the 8th player. So there's a big discussion on Wednesdays about who gets the help.
I mean, you like 250, and so is A.J. Brown. So why don't you come out there and cover him then? I'll get in the box and deal with Derrick Henry.
RC, you're the safety.
You want
Where you want to be?
Stiff arm? I don't want this stiff arm by myself.
Wait.
Derrick Henry, shoot, come up here, strong safety.
Hey, Greeny, I want to be wherever the guys need me. Because in truth, I got the easy job. If I slide down into the box, I'm the unblocked guy. And they ain't going to never put me one-on-one with AJ or Julio. So I'm only providing help. And what I do know as well is if we do get bombed on, I know how to peel off and have Domonique being the only guy chasing him on the screen and not myself. And then when I run over to Dom, I'm going to point at him like he's the one that's wrong, but I'm going to be apologizing.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.